What's going on, guys? Wanted to hop on and make a quick video. If you guys are not using options flow, even if you guys are trading futures, doing yourself a big disservice. So I wanted to hop on. We're looking at the ES chart here on the right hand side. We're also looking at my option scanner here, the live flow coming through. And if you kind of look at all of the puts that are coming in here, SPY 730, SPY 730, SPY 732, all of these short-term expirations for today's expiration. Premiums, I have them set on my filter over 100,000. I don't want any small bets in there. I want to see some people who are actually laying some real cash down on the line. $100,000 bet here, $200,000 bet here on the SPX. What else do we got? $401,000 bet here, 100,000, so forth and so forth. You guys kind of get the drift. Now, when you start to use, you can't just use options flow blindly, meaning you can't just look at this and say, well, there's a lot of flow coming in on the downside here on the SPY. Let me just go ahead and short whatever level. You need to have, some type of supply and demand levels going on your screen, something that you can cross reference, losing maybe an area of demand, an area of support. That way you can kind of use the options flow. Now, for me, I don't want to see options contracts that are expiring 6 months down the line. I don't want to see any, super deep in the money options contracts. I want to see either at the money, out of the money, near term expirations. Okay, that's the overall kicker here. Okay, so when you kind of look at that, if you look at the double top that we had here on the SPY or ES, whatever instrument it is that you're trading, you kind of see that double top, and then you kind of see here on the hourly chart. I'm going to zoom this in. You see here on the hourly chart that we not only lose the 20 simple moving average, we had a lot of space down to this linear regression line sitting down here at around 73.66. Okay. So if I kind of scroll back, right, let's see if I can get it. There was one little bit of flow here that really caught my eye. And let's see if I can get it. Where is it at? Came in about 20 minutes ago. I believe it was. Just bear with me, guys. This one here, that's 100,000. It was a little bit more than that. There was a series of two flows that I seen coming in on the SPX at around 70, just about 20 points where we were currently trading at. Big money. It was, 400,000 on one and 300,000 on another. And that's when you really started to see it kind of go down. Here's an SPX put here for 73.50 for 100,000. Here's another one here for the 15th expiration, 73.05. That's 600,000. Another one here for 73.40 at 127. And then realistically, once we got a little bit closer to when I logged on to make this video, you just seen them absolutely dump not only the SPY, but the ES, as well as just a plethora of puts come in on the S&Ps. So when you scroll up here, we'll go back to the S&Ps. This is where I started to notice the puts coming in here. $100,000 bet here for today's expiration. $100,000 bet here for today's expiration. Probably the same guy. Today's expiration, 732, 732, 731 expiration, 732 expiration, another 100,000. Look at the SPX here. Today's expiration, 73.15, almost 200,000. You just seen them absolutely start to swarm through with all of these puts on the SPY. Here's an IWM here as well. And at that same time is when we were losing the 73.65, this linear regression here on the ES. And notice that we go from a price of 73.62 all the way down here to the 50 simple moving average. So the 50 simple moving average is sitting at 73.51. If you are a futures trader and you're looking at taking 10, 12 points, that's a really fantastic move. Now, again, you're only going to really know that these moves are coming, or they could be gearing up for a move if you have the live options flow. Now, Inside Evolution Traders, I stream this live options flow, so it's something that I'm going to be doing now. Going forward, even if I'm not commentating on it, I'm going to have it up so you can go into that channel. You can see the flow that's coming in. You can cross reference that with your supply and demand levels. And if you're watching a particular level, like let me give you an example. Let's say you're watching a particular level at previous day high, and you notice that the price is kind of chopping around, it's chopping around, it's kind of sweeping that area, it's kind of pulling back. And then you start to see them come in with aggressive calls. I mean, they're slamming the QQQs, they're slamming Nvidia, they're slamming some of these other big tech names, and we start to breach that level. Typically, you can get in with that flow, even on the future side, regardless, and they're still coming in here for SPY puts for the 15th expiration now. I'm seeing a lot of. I'm also liking this too. If you guys are equities traders, they've been coming in for MU puts all the way between $600 and 640 for next week's expiration on MU. So we could be looking at a little bit of a pullback there on MU. Again, we still have to kind of play it out. Since I seen the first ones come in on MU, we have pulled back about 5-10 points already. So some of those guys are already in the money on those ones. But again, you can still see them coming in here for 731 strikes for next week's expiration, 515. You got 731 puts here. Again, these are not small size bets. $826,000 here on a 731 put on the SPY. Again, if you guys are trading futures, you can use the SPY puts for Confluence. You can use the SPX puts for Confluence. Again, just because you're trading futures, the options market is going to drive where this price is going. And I think a lot of times people get confused and they think that it's simply just, the futures chart that's moving these markets. No, it's the options market that is moving price. The big money bets that are coming in, these are not people who these are not traders a lot of the times who don't know what's going on. That's why I have my filters set at least. I mean, bare minimum, we're still dealing with small players, but at least a bare minimum, I need to see over $100,000 in premium coming in. I don't care about the guy like myself who's throwing down $15,000-$20,000 on a bet. That means absolutely nothing. I want to see over $100,000. I want to see them get slammed. I want to see either at the money, out of the money, near-term expirations, preferably this week or next week's expirations at a specific level. So if you guys are looking at the ES here and you're watching us kind of drag ass all the way down here to this linear regression line, and you see a little bit of a pause, and then you start to see the options flow scanner board light up with a bunch of puts, 100,000, 100,000, 300,000, 400,000, and we start to confirm that level. This is a perfect spot here down below 73, 63 to have taken this for a little bit of a scalp. I mean, again, over 10 points, over 15 points here on the ES could have been made, right? Very, very quickly. Why? Because you're in the know with what the bigger options players are doing across the overall market. So I just wanted to come on here, hop on, shoot out this video. Again, if you guys want to get access to this, you guys can go get your own. You guys can go get your own options flow scanner, especially if you're trading stocks. If you guys are trading stocks, you're trading equities, and you're not using an options flow scanner, I don't know how you're able to do that, right? If you're not using level 2 to get in and out of your orders, if you're not using, an options flow scanner based on the charts that you're trading, you're kind of just shooting blind a lot of the times. But if you guys are a futures trader, this is definitely going to help you guys out as well. I'm going to be playing this. I'm going to be showing it to you. It's going to be live each and every single day. You guys can join Evolution Traders. We've completely restructured everything. It's a lot more focused. It's a lot more dialed in, more serious type of trader that wants to actually learn a little bit, take their education a little bit more serious, as well as, trade on an actual floor with a bunch of other traders who are actually looking to make money together, not just, put their hands up and say, look at me, look at me. So with that being said, again, that link's down in the description box below, but we're kind of just sitting here watching. And if you kind of notice here, I've got a lot of stuff going on this chart, but you can kind of see, where that options market was bedding down to at those 730, 731, 732s. You can kind of see as we get down in here, why are we bouncing? We're bouncing because we ran into the 50 simple moving average. Now I'm looking at the 1 hour chart. I like to look at the 1 hour chart intraday because it's typically got the strongest levels where we can play both long and short throughout the day. You can, if the market is pushing higher and you're looking for that pullback, wait for a 1 hour support. If we're pushing higher and we're breaking through a 1 hour consolidation zone, it's typically going to be stronger than playing a 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute zone. Now, that's not to say you can't enter your trades on those smaller time frames, but using the higher time frame is definitely going to help you. And you can see why we bounced. You can see why we bounced. Um, Again, the next bit of support that we have here on the ES is sitting at 73,039. Anything below 73,039 is going to kind of break yesterday's structure to the downside, and you could be looking at 73.20. And then, you just got a bunch of supports all kind of stacked there and all the way down until 72.48. But again, for the short-term trader, the short-term scalper, that futures trader, use options flow again to kind of navigate your way through the charts, navigate your way through the supply and demand zones. If you're like it, I'll give you an example. If we were looking at ES, okay, if we're looking at ES, and let me pull up my other chart here on a side screen. If we're looking at ES and you're kind of looking at this 74.10 level, okay, this high of day here. Well, we've got our next resistance at 74.42. If you start to see aggressive calls as we're approaching this level, okay, you start to see aggressive calls on the SPY for 736, 735, 740 strikes for this week, next week's expiration, today's expiration, and we start to actually break through that level, there's a high probability that that trade's going to go. Now, if we're approaching this level and you start to see no flow at all, you don't see any calls, you don't see any puts, well, then it's a little bit less likely that it's going to break and continue with any type of momentum. Or if you start to see a bunch of puts coming in here up towards 736 for maybe 733, 732 strikes, and they got those today's expiration, then we're probably looking at a sell wall here where they're looking to drive price into this area, sweep the highs, and then kind of push it back down. So again, it's definitely a tool that takes a little bit of getting used to. You definitely have to kind of keep your eyes on your charts as well as the scanner at the same time. But more times than not, it's helped me out. It's either helped me get into a trade or stay out of a trade and try to be safe as possible. Again, also for those of you guys who trade equities, NVIDIA, they've been coming in for these 215 strikes. We're spot price right now, 212.62. Expiration for next week. I have seen tomorrow's expiration as well. Here's another 215 call here. Full disclosure, I am holding some NVIDIA calls. But again, $200,000 bet, $195,000 bet for next week's 215s. This looks really good to me. Again, even with all the flow, here's another one here. I do like NVIDIA heading into next week. Here's another one here for 150. A lot of 215 strikes, right? A lot of 215 strikes on NVIDIA, which to me, like here comes another one. For me, this is what you want to see. Again, especially if you're going to swing trade something, and you have next week's expiration, you definitely want to see those calls coming in. You don't want to see puts coming in if you're holding long, right? So again, hopefully this video helps you guys. I just wanted to jump on and kind of share, how I use the options flow market to trade futures, right? Especially at these given levels. I mean, this is a big level here, losing that linear regression on the SPY on the ES here, 73.60s, had a lot of room down there to 72.50, 73.50. So again, just throwing that out there. If you guys do want to join Evolution Traders, we've got this flow going for you guys all day long. No need to go out and purchase it. We've got it playing in the room all day long. I'll see all of you guys on the next video.